It is typical to begin an address of this nature with some sort of salutation about time. Good afternoon, good evening, and in this instance, even good morning is appropriate as the Cushing community tunes in from across the globe with 13 hours separating San Francisco and Seoul, with everyone united by the common purpose of celebrating the remarkable achievement of our students. The annual Cushing Awards ceremony is one of the many culminating rituals that define the end of each academic year, an occasion that seems redolent with promise at the start of the school year, interminably far away amidst the throes of winter, and then magically descendant come the spring. And so, here we are at the end of a long journey characterized by countless hours of dedication, determination, and a constant striving for excellence. Given our current circumstances, this journey has also been punctuated by resilience, adaptivity, and newfound resolve as we collectively braved our way along the frontier of remote learning. And yet, in spite of all the newness, the very attributes that make this group of students so deserving of the recognition being extolled are in fact the very same attributes that have enabled them to continue to find success while navigating uncharted waters and an array of new challenges and adversity. The process for nominating and deciding upon individual awards was one that buoyed the spirits of faculty this spring as we also confronted this reimagined educational landscape. But once again, and here I'm speaking on behalf of the faculty and directly to the student body, your work and your willing partnership have proven validating to a shared vision of learning and engagement. And it is in that very spirit of admiration and appreciation that we cherish this opportunity virtually to extend our sincerest congratulations for your achievement and accomplishment. Well done. I would now like to invite Tristan Cashones, Chapter President of the Cum Laude Society, to introduce this year's newly inducted Cum Laude members.
A few weeks ago, 17 seniors and 3 juniors who are about to be announced were inducted into the Cum Laude Society. The purpose of the society is to encourage and recognize scholarship. And so, the Greek words arete, dike, and time, which mean excellence, justice, and honor, were chosen as the motto of the society. Since the founding of the local chapter in January of 1956, membership into the Cum Laude Society has been considered one of the most esteemed achievements of a student's career at Cushing Academy. Please join me in recognizing the following students who comprise Cushing Academy's Cum Laude class of 2019-2020. The seniors are Jirui Ray Duan, Diane Gao, who was inducted as a junior, Jacob Green, who was inducted as a junior, Yukina Hawaki, Manisa Islam, who was inducted as a junior, Ziyu Selena Pang, Kyra Paris, who was inducted as a junior, Ashley Reed, Marlo Saucier, Ruohan Fiona Shi, Jean Ron Angela Tao, Run Yao Tony Tong, Ji Hao Gavin Yang, Sho Yonakawa, Han Lin Yu, Jinyue Reed Zhang, Chen Chuan Jerry Zhao. And the junior members elected are Chao Sen Jonathan Wong, Bari Sear Bari Tuka, and Clinton Yu. Congratulations to this year's members of the Cum Laude Society. I would now like to introduce Dr. Dalia Juarez, Chair of the English Department, to present this year's English Department Awards.
The Benny E. Butler Prize was given by Mr. Irving K. Butler, class of 1922, in memory of his brother, Benny E. Butler, and is awarded to that freshman who has achieved excellence in English. With a great deal of enthusiasm and passion, this student has approached the study of literature with a keen and observant mind, not only thinking about the text and its purpose, but also thinking critically about how the text themes revealed in the literature have significance and applicability to our modern lives. Eager to learn more, the student actively participated in all aspects of class, including class discussions, which allowed for a deeper study of the text ideas. With authenticity and transparency, this scholar rose as a leader in the class. This year's prize is given to Austin Herrera. The Herbert E. Nims 1893 Prize. Herbert E. Nims, graduate of 1893, was head of the English department from 1902 to 1934. This prize is given each year to that sophomore who has excelled in English. Since arriving at Cushing as a new sophomore, this student has consistently used literature as a vehicle for growth and curiosity, pushing themselves to question what they read with a critical mind invested in nuance. Furthermore, they have approached work in the classroom, and especially in our last 7 weeks of online learning, with consistent dedication and a joyful exercise of their own voice. This year's recipient is T. Trigg. The Brown Book Award. The Associated Alumni of Brown University has established the Brown Book Award to be given annually to a number of junior year students throughout the nation who best combine a high degree of ability in English expression, both written and spoken, with outstanding personal qualities. This year, we are pleased to have 2 recipients. During the college essay unit in class, the first recipient revealed his personal philosophy. If something is worth doing, it's worth doing right. Whether it is continuing discussions after class, investing fully in the process of writing solely over the grade, or encouraging his peers by example, this candidate executes his philosophy with fervor. This year's Brown Book Award goes to Rafael Torres Faria. In regards to our next Brown recipient, while the focus of AP Language and Composition is highly analytical and grounded in logic, this student provided a constantly humanizing presence. Her sensitivity, compassion, and earnest conviction served as a poignant reminder about the value of the emotional relationships we form with characters and texts. And her astute and often clairvoyant connections furthered all class discussions. She models all the ideals celebrated by the Brown Book Award and is an incredibly deserving recipient. This award is given to Eva Sanford. The Jane Coy Durr 1896 Prize. Jane Coy Durr established a prize fund for the purpose of recognizing that member of the junior class who has shown excellence in the study of English. With boundless curiosity and an infectious attitude about learning, this student stimulated her peers to think more deeply on a daily basis. Her intellectual prowess is second to none, as is her appreciation of the power of language. This student values the process of inquiry as a means of making a positive impact upon the larger world. And she certainly transformed this year's AP English, Language, and Composition class for the better. With gratitude and congratulations, the prize goes this year to Amelia Arthur. The Ellen E. Osgood Prize is awarded for excellence in senior English. This student's thirst for knowledge is insatiable. Their wide interest in music, politics, Latin, and philosophy add great color to their study of literature. A human dictionary for literary and rhetorical devices, as well as a grammar savant. This student challenges all those who are lucky to share classroom space with them to reach further and pursue excellence in academia and critical thinking, their teacher included. This year, the prize is presented to Jacob Green. I would now like to introduce Dr. Jennifer Willis, Interim Chair of the Academic Support Program.
The Robert G. Hall 1930 and Eleanor Thurston Hall 1930 Language Development Prize is awarded to an underclassman who has shown enthusiasm for learning, strength of character, and significant achievement in the academic support program. This year, the prize is given to 2 students. The first recipient demonstrates commitment to and enthusiasm for learning. Determined and dedicated, she is a role model in her academic support class and a standout in her classes across discipline. Congratulations, Riley Carr. The second recipient is a curious student whose confidence has grown steadily in the last 2 years as the direct result of his incredible work ethic and willingness to push himself. Quiet and determined, this student is a model of character and achievement. Congratulations, Kuan-hei Warren Hui. The Emily Fisher Landau Language Development Prize is presented yearly to a senior for significant achievement in the academic support program. This year, the prize is given to 2 students. Determination, perseverance, growth, independence, humility, these attributes and so much more have led to the great success of this first recipient, Alana James. The second recipient has grown into a strong self-advocate who demonstrates maturity and curiosity in his learning. Congratulations to a problem solver who is willing to take risks and challenge himself as a student, Matthew Lyman. I would like now to introduce Dr. Xiaofen Chao, Chair of the the Classical and Modern Languages Department.
Thank you, Dr. Willis. The Classical and Modern Languages Department Prize is awarded for excellence in the study of Intermediate Latin. This student's enthusiasm and energy, coupled with her great vocabulary, great grammatical knowledge, and passion for all things classical, not only pushed her own learning to a higher level, but that of her classmates. This year, the recipient of the prize is Elizabeth Schuler. The Margaret Sawyer French Prize is awarded for the greatest level of overall competence in French literature and language. This student's hard work and her commitment to giving her best effort ensured her success. The recipient of this award is Meiran Xu. The Helen Greenwood Prize is given for the greatest level of overall competence in Spanish during the academic year. This year, the prize is given to 2 students. One recipient has been a remarkable student in only 2 years of Spanish instruction, working with excellent effort, taking on challenging new material, and excelling in her listening, speaking, reading, and writing skills in Spanish after finishing her English as a second language preparation during her first 2 years at Cushing. The recipient of the prize is Ziyu Selena Pang. Another recipient is a gifted straight-A student with a love for Spanish and a firm grasp of the language. The recipient is Anna Valena. The Margaret Spencer Marble 1915 Prize is presented for the greatest overall competence in Latin, Spanish, French, or Chinese. This year, the prize is given for Chinese. This student would always surprise you with her delicate attention to details and accurate grasp of the language sense underlying the language expressions. The recipient of the prize is Yukina Hiwaki. The Elaine Osgood Award is given for excellence in the study of French. This student has great mastery of grammar, vocabulary, and great desire to improve in his learning of the language. This year, the award is presented to Bin Han Yan. The Robert B. Taylor Spanish Prize is awarded to that senior who has excelled in the study of Spanish. This prize is presented to 2 students this year. One recipient worked hard from the beginning of her 4-year study at Cushing and did her best throughout her Spanish studies, improving her vocabulary, speaking, listening, writing, grammar structure, and cultural knowledge. This student is Hannah Stewart. Another recipient is a dedicated student who has worked very hard all year long to maintain exceptional grades in Spanish. This award recipient is Joshua Gamble. The Ellie D. Goodstan Prize is awarded for excellence in the study of advanced Latin. The student is committed to better herself and her classmates each and every class, demonstrated her energy and drive in our studies of Latin, and showed her willingness to be vulnerable and to use that vulnerability as an opportunity to grow and learn. The recipient of this prize is Zoe Wilcox. Now I would like to introduce Dr. Bruce Sinclair, Chair of the English as a Second Language Department.
English as a Second Language Department prizes are awarded to students who have achieved academic excellence in ESL classes while consistently demonstrating great school citizenship. There are 4 awards, one for each of the 3 levels of ESL, and one for the most academically outstanding senior who has at some point been enrolled in advanced ESL. The recipient of the Beginning Intermediate English as a Second Language Award is as kind, polite, and sincere as she is tenaciously driven to achieve academic excellence. She's a quick learner and cheerfully completes all of her classroom tasks with persistent diligence and focused enthusiasm. The progress she has made with attaining English language skills this year is remarkable and compels the respect of her peers and teachers. The recipient of the Beginning Intermediate ESL Award is Fanta Kone. This year's winner of the Advanced Intermediate English as a Second Language Award is no stranger to Cushing's awards ceremony. Indeed, I handed him an ESL prize last year, but for different classes. Diligent, enthusiastic, and conscientious with his academic work, he is also kind and patient while completing tasks with his classmates. He is well respected by his peers, and when he speaks, his peers listen carefully because they know very well that his contributions to class discussions are accurate and insightful. He clearly helps to make his classes interesting and nurturing environments in which to learn and teach. It is a pleasure to present the Advanced Intermediate ESL Award to Joyi Alex Wang. The recipient of the Advanced English as a Second Language Award is a young man who is so hardworking and eager to master the English language that he completed not 1, but 2 levels of ESL in 1 year and achieved the highest levels of excellence while doing so. He is a softly spoken yet supremely confident and deep-thinking student who consistently explores class material well beyond the parameters set in his assignments. Naturally, he possesses a keen intellect and an uncommon enthusiasm for learning. I am honored to present the Advanced ESL Award to Youngling Leo Chen. The Tham Nguyen Wangley English as a Second Language Prize is awarded annually to the senior international student who has attained the highest overall academic average and who has excelled in advanced ESL courses at Cushing Academy. This year's recipient is well known in our Cushing community for her humility, genuine concern for her peers, diligence, and aptitude for complex academic inquiry. Please join me in congratulating this year's winner of the Tham Nguyen Wangley Award, Dion Gao. I would now like to introduce Mr. Robert Machachi, Chair of the History and Social Science Department.
The David C. Lee History Prize is awarded to that sophomore who has excelled in social science and history. As the only 10th grader in AP European history, this student elevated the level of discourse in class discussions and set a high standard for written historical analysis. This student developed a strong voice in group discussions and served as a model to classmates in approaching historical situations with an open mind and empathy. This year, the David C. Lee History Prize goes to T. Trigg. The Jeanette Farwell Lamson 1931 History Award is presented for excellence in the study of American history. This student's understanding of United States history is impressive. With a unique insight to the complexity of the American story, this year's recipient elevated the level of discourse and regularly contributed thought-provoking and interesting comments to class discussions. This year, the award goes to Amelia Arthur. The Frank Prentice Rand 1908 History Prize is presented for outstanding performance in history. This classroom leader was astute at bringing to light the conflicting nuances in an historical event, in art and music, or in a philosopher's worldview. This student helped others in the class develop strong voices by being willing to challenge their ideas and logic, but always taking care to respect their thinking. This year, the prize goes to Jacob Green. The Robert C. Hall History Prize is awarded to that freshman who has excelled in social science and history. This student was an energized leader in honors foundations. While engaging in class review sessions, discussing the relevance of primary sources, or asking probing and clarifying questions, this year's recipient displayed a boundless curiosity about world history seldom found in 9th grade students. This year, the prize is given to Brady Horgan. I would now like to introduce Mr. Mark Burke, Chair of the Mathematics Department.
Thank you, Mr. Machachi. The Delmar Wallace Algebra 1 Award is given in tribute to Mr. Delmar Wallace's contribution to Cushing Academy as chairperson of the Mathematics Department from 1967 until 1977 and recognizes outstanding achievement in Algebra 1. The commitment this year's recipient displayed to the study of mathematics in Algebra 1 has been marked by discipline, diligence, and excellence. She finds joy in wrestling with mathematical concepts, is generous in sharing her understanding, and has maintained a 100% course average throughout the year. The math department applauds her accomplishments and is confident that she will find great success in her continued study of mathematics. The recipient of the Delmar Wallace Algebra 1 Award is Hannah Fiedler. Congratulations, Hannah. The Henry E. Hunt Algebra 2 Award. During his tenure at Cushing Academy from 1943 through 1967, Henry E. Hunt served as mathematics teacher and as chairperson of the mathematics department. Disciplined, creative, and possessing an outstanding work ethic are three characteristics of this year's recipient. Throughout the year, his genuine love of learning and dedication to improving himself as a student was evident on a daily basis. He frequently went above and beyond by taking on the challenge of doing additional coursework outside of class, and he was adept at sharing his comprehension with his classmates. The truly deserving winner of the Henry E. Hunt Algebra 2 Award for Excellence in Algebra 2 is Binghan Yan. Congratulations, Bing. The Paul J. Heslin Plane Geometry Award. Paul J. Heslin was a member of the Cushing faculty from 1929 through 1971. While he is best known as a coach and director of athletics, Mr. Heslin was also a well-respected teacher of geometry. This award is given for excellence in geometry. Consistent, resourceful, thoughtful, and diligent, this student was a class leader in so many aspects. Equipped with a strong mathematical background, she was willing to share her knowledge with others while readily diving into new and challenging topics with her peers. She is the epitome of an honors geometry student and is highly deserving of this award. This year, the Paul J. Heslin Plane Geometry Award is given to Riley Jones. Congratulations, Riley. The Fred D. Lane 1908 Prize is given in tribute to Fred D. Lane for his dedication to Cushing Academy as a teacher of mathematics and German for 50 years. This prize is given for excellence in mathematics. Observant, intelligent, and always interested in learning the process, this student has performed remarkably in all his math courses at Cushing, including honors pre-calculus, AP statistics, and both levels of AP calculus. This year, the Fred D. Lane 1908 prize goes to Jacob Green. Congratulations, Jacob. The Paul F. Dowling Mathematics Award was established by David and Nancy Berkowitz in honor of Paul Dowling, who taught, encouraged, and inspired their daughter, Sarah, a member of the Cushing Academy class of 2015, to reach her math potential. The award is given to a member of the graduating class who, through determination and perseverance, has most improved and realized newfound confidence in mathematics during his or her career. This year's recipient has shown an incredible amount of growth over her last 2 years in her math class. Her curiosity about the material and her consistent attention to detail has increased exponentially. She has truly learned how to become the best math student she can possibly be. The Paul F. Dowling Mathematics Award is being given this year to Alana James. Congratulations, Alana. The Catherine Mary Kenny Butler Advanced Mathematics Award is presented for outstanding achievement in advanced mathematics. This student's unmatched work ethic and mathematical aptitude makes her teacher wish we could keep her for another year at Cushing. Her contributions created a better learning and teaching environment throughout the year. The Catherine Mary Kenny Butler Advanced Mathematics Award goes to Heinlin Yu. Congratulations, Heinlin. The Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute awards a Science and Mathematics Prize given to that junior who has excelled in these two fields. The recipient of this year's award is an exceptionally hardworking student of mathematics and science. She is driven to master and internalize the most complex concepts. The academic diligence that she exhibits in math and science classrooms affords her tremendous success in both. It is my honor to present this year's award to Yuran Eva Lee. Congratulations, Eva. I would now like to introduce Ms. Meredith Michael, Chair of the Science Department.
The Science Department Biology Prize is awarded to that freshman and sophomore excelling in the study of biology. The freshman receiving this prize is best described as willing and eager to learn, engaging his classmates in challenging and complex dialogue. Congratulations to Goan Yi Edison Chen. The sophomore receiving the Science Department Biology Prize brought passion and curiosity to his class, willing to take learning to the next level and elevating the learning of others. Congratulations to Xinqing Derek Xiang. The Bosch and Lam Honorary Science Award is presented annually to a junior who has excelled in all phases of science during his or her school years. This year's recipient challenged herself with both AP Chemistry and AP Biology concurrently. Not only did she consistently perform at the top of both classes, she did so with tremendous curiosity and eager engagement with her teachers, epitomizing the drive for science knowledge. Congratulations to Xuan Simona Wu. The Arthur C. Johannes Meyer Biology Award is in honor of author Johannes Meyer, who taught science at Cushing Academy for 26 years. The award is given for excellence in the study of biological sciences and is given this year to a student who approaches her learning with joy and enthusiasm in all of her work. A student of AP Biology and Anatomy, she endeavors to future in biomedical sciences. Congratulations to Chi-Wei Rosie Zhu. The L. Clyde Cook Chemistry Award for Excellence in the Study of Chemistry is given this year to a student who is described by his teachers as focused, curious, and enthusiastic about chemistry. As a student of AP Chemistry, he exemplified the desire for application and synthesis of Chemistry and Engineering, which he intends to pursue further. Congratulations, Rio Kaufman. The Cora Gilbert Lane 1885 Physics Prize is awarded for excellence in the study of physics. This year, the prize is given to a student whose consistent diligence in challenging work was appreciated by his teacher and classmates alike. Congratulations to Sho Yonakawa. I would now like to introduce Mr. Bruce Lemieux, Director of Technology.
The Robert Alexander Blauner 1995 Technology Prize is awarded for an outstanding skills in the study and pursuit of technology. This student has been an outstanding student of computer science throughout the year, regardless of how interesting or dull a coding task assigned. She consistently approached the problem solving in an original and creative way. I have no doubt that Kyra's exciting journey into the learning and achieving in this field has only just begun. This year, the prize goes to Kyra Harris. I would now like to introduce Ms. Jennifer Viana, Director of Athletics.
The Nancy Jean Cook Memorial Award is presented yearly to that freshman in the athletics program who has exhibited fine citizenship, academic and athletic success, and in the opinion of the faculty, has met the high standards set by Nancy. This year, the recipient of the award is Riley Jones. Established in 2011, the Wayne F. Sanborn Award honors the career of teacher, coach, mentor, and administrator Wayne F. Sanborn, who was a member of the Cushing Academy community for 37 years, from 1974 to 2011. This award is presented annually to 2 students from the freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior classes who have competed in 3 seasons of athletics. The Wayne F. Sanborn Award is awarded by vote of the faculty to those student athletes who best demonstrate leadership, sportsmanship, and scholarship, and who uphold the highest standards of integrity and character both on and off the field. This year, the freshman recipients are Sammy Tabor and Bobby Nabozny. The sophomore recipients are Lily Stone and Ben Stone. The junior recipients are Julia Cole and Nick Lynch. And the class of 2020 recipients for the Wayne F. Sanborn Award are Sarah Potter and Spencer Harris. The Edward G. Watkins 1956 Scholar Athlete Award is presented to 2 members of the graduating class in the athletics program for outstanding achievement in academics and athletics. The recipients this year are Natasha Shade and Josh Levesque. I would now like to introduce Ms. Julia Ohm, Chair of the Performing Arts Department.
The Mona Irvine Rice Award is given to that rare individual whose talent in both technical development and choreographic intelligence is of the highest excellence. Founding the Cushing dance program in 1961 and building the program throughout her 15 years as faculty, Mona Rice inspired her students with her performance, teaching, choreography, and love of dance. The award this year goes to a student who possesses all those rich qualities of leadership. Throughout her 4 years at Cushing, her noble spirit, giving nature, natural dance talent, and richness of movement, invention in her visionary work have inspired us all. The Mona Irvine Rice Dance Award for 2020 goes to Ashley Reed. The Rosabelle Temple Prize is awarded for outstanding contributions to music at the Academy. Students who learn far beyond what they are taught are rare. Focused and fearless, curious and adventurous, playful and clever, this student knows how to lead and how to accompany. As a member of the jazz ensemble and a musician at Cushing for the past 2 years, he performed initially on baritone saxophone while practicing other instruments on his own, gaining experience not only in the jazz ensemble, but also the a cappella group, theater and musicals, and several coffee house and spring fling performances, either in combos or as a soloist. He is resilient and willing to play any role necessary to complement any ensemble situation. He is, in every sense of the phrase, a hard act to follow, and his musical contributions to Cushing will be remembered for a long, long time. The Rosabelle Temple Prize, awarded for outstanding contributions to music at the Academy, is given to Jacob Green. The Mary Graham Fern Award honors a student who has shown effort, dedication, and a successful exploration of the creative process in a variety of disciplines. This student displays the spirit, values, and quality of commitment toward making the performing arts an integral part of the Cushing experience, as Mary Graham Fern did so successfully during her presence as a faculty member at Cushing from 1967 to 1992. From the moment he stepped on stage to his last in Into the Woods, this young man has shared his technical brilliance and energetic spirit with every performance shown in the chapel in the last several years. He has given of his time selflessly, designing lights and working tech for dance recitals, winter celebrations, and every theatrical performance. His generous spirit can often overshadow his performance ability, as he so rarely wanted or even demanded stage time. Once the department realized his singing ability, his life became more challenged with the burden of focusing the spotlight and being in it. I will miss him more than I can say, and I will be forever grateful for his contribution to the performing arts. The Mary Graham Fern Award goes to Paul Ingersoll, Jr. And now I would like to introduce Bob Johnson, Chairperson of the Visual Arts.
The Marion Hughes Barstow 1915 Art Prize is presented this year for the greatest achievement in our industry and art. This year's recipient, In-Soo Kim. The Visual Arts Department Award is presented for excellence in the art of architectural design and photography. This year, the award is given to Roxette Hugh. The Jeanette Powell Curry Visual Arts Department Award is presented this year for outstanding works of art in photography, and the recipient is Diane Gow. The Deb Rumpton 1990 Award is presented for excellence in the art of metalsmithing. This year, the prize is awarded to Emma Chen. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Randy Burton, Cushing Academy's head of school.
At this time, it is my distinct honor and pleasure to present this year's top academic awards. The Class of 1888 prize is drawn from a fund established by the members of the class and makes possible an award to that member of the current freshman class who has achieved the highest academic average in all subjects. This year, the prize goes to Brady Horgan. The Raymond E. Farwell Class of 1896 prize is given in memory of Mr. Farwell, who was a longtime trustee and an early benefactor of this great academy. It is awarded to that sophomore who has achieved the highest academic average. This year, the recipient is In-Soo Kim. The Elmira College Key Award, which is given to that junior who has achieved academic excellence and who has additionally demonstrated outstanding school and community leadership, is awarded this year to Jonathan Huang. The Heslin Family Prize honors beloved longtime faculty members Paul and Penny Heslin, as well as their daughter Paula Heslin Nelson, class of 1953. This prize is awarded annually to a junior day student who has exhibited an extraordinarily high level of curiosity and an exceptional enthusiasm for learning. The student who has earned this prize is Eva Sanford. The Frederick Douglass and Susan B. Anthony Award is given to that junior who has demonstrated outstanding achievement in the humanities and social sciences. This year's recipient is Bari Tuka. The Joseph R. Curry Book Prize is given to that junior who exemplifies the qualities of scholarship, leadership, and achievement, has excellent character, and is active in school and community activities. A duplicate of this prize is being placed in the Fisher-Watkins Library in honor of the recipient. This year, the prize is presented to Abby Boudreau. The Mann Family Award for Excellence in the Arts was established by Tom and Ellen Mann in honor of the faculty who taught, encouraged, and inspired their son Creighton, a member of Cushing's class of 2012. The award is given to a senior or postgraduate with passion and talent in the visual arts, who is enrolled in both visual arts and the academic support program, is engaged creatively in Cushing's community, is a leader within a subsector of Cushing Academy, and has worked to overcome obstacles during their time at Cushing. The Mann Family Award for Excellence in the Arts is given this year to Alana James. The Harvard Book Prize is sponsored by Harvard University and the Harvard Club of Boston. It is awarded to that member of the junior class who has shown exceptional scholarship, character, and the foremost leadership. This year's recipient is Bari Tuka. The Herbert Hwa-sun Chen 1960 Prize. After Cushing, Herbert Hwa-sun Chen attended Princeton University and then became a faculty member at the University of California at Irvine. Although Herbert passed away in 1987, the work he began at UC Irvine was carried on by his team, and in 2015, they won a Nobel Prize in Physics. The Herbert Hwa-sun Chen 1960 Prize was established by Herbert's sister, Helena Chen Law, class of 1959, and is awarded to the four-year student who has excelled academically and has made an outstanding contribution to the Cushing community. The recipient of this prize is Kyra Paris. The Mildred Dunn Beebe 1936 and Clifford Beebe Prize goes to a graduating day student who has taken best advantage of Cushing's academic and leadership opportunities. This year, the prize goes to Will Campbell. The Richard B. Dunn 1931 Prize. Mr. Dunn, a one-year senior, served with distinction as a member of the Board of Trustees for 24 years and as president for 14 years. The prize is awarded to that one-year senior or postgraduate who has maintained the highest cumulative grade point average during the year just ended. The Richard B. Dunn 1931 Prize is given this year to Natasha Shade. It is my pleasure to introduce Mr. Josh Canones, one of Cushing's amazing English teachers, who will be announcing the 2020 yearbook dedication.
It is my humble privilege to share a few words on behalf of this year's recipient of the yearbook dedication, Shel Salvucci. Ironically, the first things that come to mind when thinking of Shel are not words, but myriad feelings and colors. Shel is a source of warmth and support for our community. She creates safe spaces in her classroom, dorm, and in Pride with intentionality and grace. Her passion for her work in the winter musical burns incandescent shades of red, yellow, and orange. Her choreography is challenging and pushes students to achieve something that they otherwise would not think themselves capable of in such a short frame of time. Her support as a colleague emits cool shades of blue and turquoise as she embraces life with a fluidity that allows her to change and adapt, and yes, go with the flow. And of course, Shel Salvucci, whose tenure at Cushing exceeds 2 decades, bleeds purple through and through. Like a rainbow, she is a beacon of light and color, whose prismatic passions pierce the very heart of what it means to be a penguin. Thank you, Shel, for all that you do.
I now have the privilege of announcing the Reitman Teacher of the Year Award. This award was established by the Reitman family in 1976 to honor that teacher who, in the estimation of students and the faculty of Cushing Academy, has achieved distinction as a faculty member. This award represents the highest honor that a faculty member can receive as a part of the Cushing community. Over the last 23 years, a Cushing student has been selected to introduce the Reitman Teacher of the Year to all of us. So at this time, I would like to invite Ryan Basil from the class of 2020 to make the announcement.
This year's Teacher of the Year Award recipient is a man I have come to know very well over my time at Cushing. A man of integrity, this teacher can be counted on every day to care for his students and take pride in their successes. I do not want to know what my Cushing experience would have been like without him as a teacher. He's a pleasure to be around, and it was an honor to be one of his students. He's a rare person in this world, and our campus is infinitely greater because of his impact. In other words, he cannot be replaced. He goes above and beyond his duties as a teacher, dorm parent, coach, and mentor. It is my pleasure to announce Mr. Tristan Kashonis as this year's Reitman Teacher of the Year. Here are some comments from voters on why they chose Mr. K. One student writes, Mr. K has been someone you can always count on, and he is always willing to help in any way that he can. Another says, I would choose Mr. K because Mr. K has been one of the most interactive teachers in and out of the classroom. Mr. K is someone I know I can talk to about anything, and he will support me and give me advice. And lastly, this student says, he's so enthusiastic every time we enter the room. The hello class is always routine, and I've never seen him in a bad mood. He's all smiles, jokes around, and most importantly, makes learning fun. With that in mind, we actually learn a lot about ourselves in the literature we're reading about. In a typical class, people would have their phones out and not pay attention, but in his class, everybody wants to know what he's going to say next. A great teacher goes beyond the class, though, and from my visits to Low Hall in my freshman year, he was always a positive, funny, and authoritative figure. He has made great positive relationships with staff and students alike, and he has encouraged them to do something new and grow personally, academically, and athletically. Mr. K, we thank you for all that you do, and congratulations on winning this year's Reitman Teacher of the Year award.
Thank you, Ryan. Great job, and congratulations, Tristan. Well deserved. Thank you for participating in our award ceremony, and congratulations to all of you. We will now close with the Alma Mater.